Hello and thank you very much for watching Dutchman's games. This is battle 25 fought on 2nd of April 2018 on Arid Cliff, 4 versus 4, and we have some excellent players playing tonight. Everyone pretty much is at least 5 if not 8 and 9 stars. This is a follow-up on my previous battle, game 24. This time I am France. I love France. It's just such an imposing faction, and we have 3 France, 1 Spain, and Spain, of course, as I mentioned in my previous game, is an excellent faction to play on Arid Cliff map. This is going to be a longer game, so I will try to entertain you as much as I can. Entrances, 4 entrances up the hill, 1, 2, and then we have the center, which is 3, and then this is the 4th, and that goes from the other side as well. The 4 players on this side will have an entrance from here, another one from here, the center, and then right. Guerrilla forces, 6 units, 5 of them are here, and another one is on the other entrance. This immediately stops the enemy in its tracks. It just takes away the will to once you see it, your opponent is already up the hill, standing by, ready to go. It just takes away from the initial motivation to get up the hill. England not even trying, wants to go at flank. Turkey is going for an attempt. They have mounted Nizams, 1, 2, 3, 4 I'm counting, and on this side my French cav is already up the hill, so support for Spain, so Prussia no longer wants to come up the hill. So if you look at the map, you see the blue forces already up the hill, and so it seems we are in firm control of the hill. And that really is phase 1 of this battle, positioning. This is going to be an excellent battle, so a lot of exciting action. At the start it is going to be a little bit dull. My games are from get-go, there are action. This is more for positioning, simply because there are better players. They know fighting up the hill is almost even players. The one who's up the hill usually wins. Excellent move, superiority in numbers. They have 3 lights versus 1, so it's a good move to stress and move up the hill with your numbers. This attack was meant to push Turkey back and give Spain a chance to line up. They had to sacrifice a cav unit for it. On this side, there's not much going on. Fighting for positioning. Prussia pulling back. France getting up the hill. The action is more in the center, because right also is an outflanking maneuver. So as a defender, once you see the other party has the hill, the better move to do is pull back, stretch your lines, force the other party. Right now the attackers are inviting for the other party to come up the hill. What you want to do is you extend your lines right around the choke point, stay away from the hill so you don't get shot from the top, and invite the other party to come down the hill. Once they're doing so, your lines are extended and you have a better angle and more men to shoot with than the other party coming down the hill. A lot of times you do have this type of game whereby one gets the train, the other party does not want to go after. It really doesn't make sense to go up the hill. So it will become a waiting period. This allows us to take a look at unit composition. Again, this is going to be an excellent battle. At start is a bit slow. We have 5 Fusiliers, rules were 5 lights max, no artillery. 6 Musketeers. 4 Foot Guards, that's incredible. Standard General and 2 Hussars. Well, no, this is a Lutzov's Freikorps. That's a good unit because it gives moral support. It's one of the few cavs who actually inspires nearby troops. It's a Lancer unit. And with the Hussars, I believe these Hussars are standard Hussars. Because Prussia also has really good Hussars that have morale of 8. So this is the Prussian army, heavily fortified on lights, 6 infantry and 4 foot guards, which is a lot. Not much of a cav, but a very strong infantry based force. Now, Turkey doing a good job having the positioning. You could tell, extending your lines on the cover of forest, trying to single out these units. These guys are good players. Excellent pop shot on Grenzers. These guys were trying to outflank. So if you're on the bottom, you want to use the train to your advantage. You see from all angles you could shoot upward. On the other side, England has, I'm counting 5 foot, 5 skirmishers, so another unit here, 4 heavy cav, these are dragoons, I believe standard general with 2 chevrons. So England has a more mixed units. I don't see any elites here, but I believe they're probably hiding over there. Austria, Hungarian Fusiliers, 4 of them, 4 light, Grenzers, 2 elite, 2 more line infantry, and a mixture of heavy and light cavalry, Ulances and Hussars, with a better general. Turkey always interesting composition. They have 5 Nizams, the second best general I believe, Samats, heavily chevroned, counting 6 infantry units and a few lights. Not the army I would take as Turkey, because I would be more focused on melee. Now, as far as the France is just they're all around good. You see a lot of Polish, also chevron. It's an interesting setup. I never have enough money to chevron them. Guard Lancers, Polish Lancers. These are Polish are incredible cav. One of my favorites, but lately I've been shifting toward. I used to play with these guys a lot. The good thing about the French cav is that you are always superior. No matter what other cav you counter, you have superiority. Your forces are excellent. And also with the old guard, imposing, and you know that you're gonna be winning the battle. Wow, another elite unit, guard seamen. So 65, getting shot from 3 angles, multiple units, but they have better positioning. A lot of units are wasting ammo on this one unit. My army setup is I have 4 Polish, 1 the Brave, I have 4 Fusiliers. This time I have 5 chasseurs because I want to come up the hill and just knowing, but with superior cav, my chance to get the hill is a lot higher than if I go with the inferior cav. Lose this start original battle on for the hill with your cav, then it's going to be very difficult with your infantry to come back and gain that ground. I also have 2 old guards and 1 young guard with a standard general. That's my army composition. Okay, so at this time, with this battle, I was a little bit frustrated. I was saying that, guys, if it's going to be a camping game, let's just fast forward this game. And on that, the action started. And we're going to start looking from defender's right side, and then we're going to move quickly to the left side, because this is again an excellent battle. This is going to be an excellent battle. This is a good move by England. Trying to outflank. You come from this side. You're outflanking this attacking force up the hill. There's 2 cavs circling behind our units. Here's how many hits this guy's gonna have. Yeah, they're hitting. National Guards, voltigeurs from flank. Excellent move. Great move. Look, these guys are absorbing the shots in a forest, and while the others are demolishing this National Guard unit. Good work. Good micromanagement. Excellent move by England.
Where's the bloody buggering colonel hidden himself?
Nice shot.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
These stakes will give you protection. Play well with the train, you could have multiple lines. This is higher, so you could easily shoot over your own soldiers. Deeper fire rank. You gotta make sure these guys get closer to you. So the battlefield is extending, it's opening up its wings, defenders, right flank. They were always here, but now Spain is gonna come down the hill and face them on level grounds. See just these two units holding back the entire offensive flank of the defenders. So these stakes could make a huge difference. On the other side, things are getting more interesting too, because you could see that Prussia is opening up the flanks and going to far left. I'm trying to match his move and sending my cav to the far right, and we both are trying to use the forest to our advantage. So I have my Polish lancers, my 5 cavs or 2 to the right, 3 in the center, and I'm sending my chasseurs. but slowly we are moving to our right. So you could see over here the flanks are pretty much stretched. No, don't send both cav units against the square. It's a waste of a cav. Waste of cav. Come on, pull your cav back, start shooting. Oh, pull your cav back. Oh, here come the lancers. Square lost 20 men. Wow, these Dutch guard lancers are incredible. They went through 3 lines. Oh no, this is horrible. Wow, these Dutch lancers definitely put up a number on these British forces. Alright, the attack did not happen. England needs to pull back, reform the lines. Austria doing an excellent job stretching all the way from here to far right. Pull back, pull back. Okay, there's an attack going on here. I'm gonna go the other side. Center is pretty quiet, but I want to go over a few things here I remember during the battle. So this is my cav. I'm seeing 4 shooting cav of Turkey, 4 French cav. Now remember, French cav is superior. You form it up correctly in any melee, any shootout, the French cav will win. So I'm pretty confident here, but I do see 2 more cav units and 2 infantry units here. So this cav can withstand this cav, but not the other additional units. So my militia I'm sending to the right, I'm actually trying to challenge their cav to come after my militia. I can't form square, they know that. So I'd like them to attack my right flank. Reason is it's much easier for me to send support to my right flank than these guys to move to the other side. And with this unit, I'm hoping I could cut off their logistical line. I see these are lights. Oh, and look at Samantha, my favorite for shooting. So my lights. Look at that. Love that. Do not get engaged in melee with the Samats. So shoot and pull back. I'm going to put it on slow motion just to take a quick look on the other side. So while this flank is extending, there is still some ferocious attacking going on the hill. This is pretty interesting, but I just don't see the attack being effective, because you'll be able to break through these three lines, three units. You have complete second line. You break through that. There's a third line here waiting for you. It's just not realistic to move and attack. Too many defensive lines lined up here, and you send these units up the hill. This guy's way too late to come support, but this French unit in the center can come and support the Spanish ones. So this is going to be a very, very difficult attack. Not sure how it's going to be happening, but I do like the setup here, being up the hill, facing down. You could outflank these Spanish forces. Look at that, beautiful. Great setup. Great setup. So this forces the lines to be redrawn, but soon I believe these guys need to pull back, because it's just too hard to break through, get up the hill. Look at that. These lines are completely stretched. I love this. So it was a more or less gentleman's agreement. They're willing to come to us to fight. We were willing to come down the hill and face them. You could see I'm coming down the hill and face them on a more equal grounds. They have the cover. I have the high grounds. I'm very excited about this side. I'm really looking forward for this calf battle. I'm constantly trying to overcome the distance, so his lights are obsolete, but I'm losing a lot of men in the process. So this is a combined attack coming up from Turkey and Austria against my units to the right. My partner is now holding my spot up the hill, and here we go with the attack. I love these Samats, but this is, you're just wasting that unit. Excellent coordination. And mind you, this Turkish force is all the way from this side to far left. A lot of micromanagement. They're doing an excellent job. Nice work. I'm not paying attention. And they charge on my flank. Quick slow motion. Let's take a look at the other side. Same here, lines are extended to the far end of the map. The attack did not bear the fruits, and so the English forces are pulled back. More support from Austria, and even Turkey is on this side. Turkey is a great player. Turkish forces are two opposing ends on this map. Great micromanagement. I think this is Puerte. Excellent player. Good shooting. defenders are doing a better job with taking shots. They have the edge back. Okay, here we go. Cav charge. I tried to form up my line too late. Didn't get a pop shot. Shot his own guys. And I shot my own guys. So not a good move from us. Even though Turkey attacked first, they have the charging bonus. And they got a few good shots out. My guys are holding. And this is the advantage of French camp. They are just superior. So Turkey started with 4 cav. They still have 3. I started with 5 cav. I have all 5. This one is about to give up. Again, I didn't get a shot out of it. Good shot by Turkey. I do have a general in the vicinity as morale support. Turkey sees that, goes right after my general. Excellent move by Turkey. Turkey pulls back behind his own lines. I'm pulling back behind my own lines. So Turkey lost 2 cav units, still has 2 half units left. I do have my both militias, but I lost man there. I lost 1 cav unit and majority of the other units. I think Turkey did a better work with the cav. The only reason that supported me is that France has a better cav than any other faction. So I was able to hold my myself against that charge. In the center, things don't go too well for the French side. I do have the positioning. Austria seems to be doing better. They have the lines are extended. Turkey is gonna come again. I knew it, and so I'm just waiting for another cav attack. Over here is pretty quiet now. The center, this entire line, there's not much of shooting going on. Some long distance shooting here. The main attack is where the camera is. Old God, nice. Look, they even charged. Yet I'm holding. They're losing morale. That is how good the French cav is. They're disrupting my lines, but they're not much casualty. These foot guards can't form square. Ha. So I still have my cav. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just wants to tell how good the French cav is. I keep emphasizing that. So that's the advantage of the French forces. The cav, old guard, not giving a chance to Sonats. Shoot and pull back. Excellent, got rid of those foot guards. Okay, this was the attack from the right flank. I think its right flank is safe. I'm now getting some support from my allies. Let's take a look at the other side. Oh, you're shooting yourself. This is just incredible how stretched the lines are. We're here at the far right. Look how stretched these lines are. Beautiful. These are good players. Try to find every advantage with a train and get a few good shots. So everything is now shifting to left. Now at this stage I could simply pull back and get up the hill again, make it extremely difficult for defenders to try to get up the hill. But I decided to keep this game fun and go on offense, and why not? It seems that they are retreating, and so I need to bring my other forces. Chasseurs. These guys are just running away. Bad job with my general. I gotta bring my general forward, my cav, and go for one more offense. But look at this. 4 cav units here, another melee unit. There is at the same time action going on the other side. Wow, twice. 2 cav charges, the same unit. Wow, right flank does not seem to be able to hold. Spanish player is going for a very aggressive charge. Okay, there's a gap. General is dead. Austrian general is dead. The English are in square and retreating. Does not look good. Let's look at the other side. So I want to go for an attack, and this attack is, well, you beat the decision of it. Look at this positioning, horrible. The Spanish player playing on both flanks. So that was my attack is completely annihilated. Wow. Desperately trying to save these old guards. Luckily I could form one more square. Swiftly, all my forces are gone. Those calf charges were devastating, and he's got me where he exactly want me to have. Look at this, Janissaries will rip through my forces. And his combined Austria, Turkish, Prussian attack was devastating. I'm just holding by tooth and nail here. I'm getting support. And that's my general. Not sure what these guys are doing there. Just trying to save my braves and the old guards. It does not give me a chance. This was a great attack by my opponent. I don't think at this stage I have any forces left. I might have like one or two depleted units, maybe this one and that one, but that's pretty much. I know I have these guys which are useless, and probably these guys which don't have any bullets left. So I'm pretty much out of the game here. Let's recap. Our left flank did manage to break through and now rolling over their right flank. Great move by, look at Spain, the majority of the forces. We have the hill. And my partner is coming now down to fight the remaining axis.
Soldaten! Die Schwerter ziehen!
So the power bar shows blue, the attackers have more chance to win. Positioning, France is able to hold the line, even though I gave the advantage to Turkey. They still have this melee unit, and they have a general. On the other side, it does not look good for defenders. They have been outflanked, and the flank is now getting exploited. And for that, you could see that Turkey is pulling slowly back. England's still in the way. They are getting outflanked here. Old guard.
Denkt an eure Ehre, Soldaten! Haltet die Stellung!
Wow, that's point blank.
Hafif birlikler, süvarilere hazırlanın.
Yep, this is the old guard. Punishing. Okay, so the flank is slowly getting smaller on the defender side, but time is also running out. We have 10 minutes left in the game. Glorious old guard.
Allah'ın izniyle.
These units need to come into action. They are just coming to action now. There is a little one-on-one battle going on here. Very tired, very tired. Fusiliers versus, wow, elite. I think they both are out of ammo, so We are trying to catch up with Turkey.
Ricat, seni bozmayın çavuş.
Emirleri uyguluyorum. Derhal.
So, what I really liked about this game is that even though we had the hill from get-go, remember this is the second battle I'm showing you on this map. The point is to fight for this hill. So the sooner you get up the hill, the better chance you have to win this game. It took longer because then there was no more point to attack the hill. There's no point for us to go down the hill. Whoever takes a fair step will lose. As an alternative, the lines were extended to the max, and I was willing to come down the hill and face them and fight them, and so was Spain on the other side. And it became a really good battle. And we still have lines forming up and going at it, but we have very little time left. So let's see what's going to happen in the last minutes of the battle.
Eğilin aptallar.
Yardıma gelin. Ateş!
Emirleri uyguluyorum.
Ateş!
Eğilin aptallar.
Turkey does a great move, coming up the hill, surprising us, and having a chance to take the hill. Just the morale is extremely low, and on board you could see too they have very little chance to win this game. The general is still alive, but they're out of melee, and in shooting versus old guard you're gonna have a really tough time. They were not able to get the hill, forced into the square, and we do have old guard covering the entrance. They are forced to go down the hill again. It seems we do have the numbers. Spain's got still a lot of units left. So do the French, but I have to say this Turkey player was excellent player. He was fighting at two opposite ends of the map. General is dead. If this unit falls, this will fall too. This battle is pretty much to the end. I think based on the bar and the number of units I'm counting, that the attackers, had there been more time, the attackers would have probably won this battle. Turkey without a general is going to be very difficult to manage. And France still have a few old guard units. The general, most of the Spanish units are intact. And with that, I think the battle is coming to the end. Thank you very much to my opponents for waiting and fighting to the end. Thank you very much for my partners for playing so well. And united strategy, getting the hill and holding the line together. I really enjoyed this game. I hope you enjoyed it too. This is a very interesting map. I always enjoy playing this map. I hope you learn a few tricks with this. And with that, I'm looking forward for battle number 26. It's going to be on a different map. Dutchman, 1209 killed, 1434 losses. I lost my entire army. CPM, 1280 kills, 1285 losses. Neo Hoger, 1295 killed, 990 losses. He did really well. He had most of his army intact. Harlock 1 was the first time playing him. He did well as well. 1023 kills, 896 losses. Sith was my opponent. I really enjoyed playing him on the far end. Great player, 1220 killed, 1340 losses. Flames played really well, supporting both sides. 846 killed, 1209 losses. Puerto Rico, I think he was the best player on this map. He was fighting on extreme ends of this map. Played really well. 1168 kills, 1290 losses. And Fabio, 770 killed, 1418 losses. With that, our game comes to the end. Let's take a quick look at statistics too. Number of kills. Old guards, great job, almost 200 kills. As far as the units lost, my Braves lost a lot of men, only killed a few. Not a good play in this map. Wow, the old guards went to the end too. This militia unit did really well. Well, 21 killed. Did really well by losing man. And so I think this was a great battle. And I look forward for your responses. Till next game, cheers.